Hey, 718. Oh, wow. Here we are, November 2024. The company will soon be 8 years old from pre launch. I didn't join the company until 2 weeks after their pre launch. Richard didn't call me. He waited. He put me at the bottom of the people he called. Now, that's a story. Y'all do want to know that story. Okay. But uh, I I got to work immediately because I believe in the mission of the company. Is because that's the thing I was doing anyway for free, teaching people about God's money, gold and silver, having God's money. You always need to have God's money in your hands. You need to be fully diversified. You need to protect your wealth. And that's what God's money is: gold and silver, sound money, all those other names for it, real money. It is your financial insurance. I mean, we take insurance out on our homes just in case it burns, right? We don't anticipate our house is going to burn down. We're going to have a tornado run right over the top of it. But those things do happen. That's why we have homeowners insurance. Okay. That's why we have automobile insurance. Uh, and we should have financial insurance, and everybody needs it. Gold and silver never goes bankrupt. It's the only thing that's protected us in all those years of trying to build financial wealth. And so we're a force of good. Now, all companies have changes, all companies evolve, but that's why I teach my 7 pieces of paper. And you don't have to be the hare to win. You can be the tortoise. Now, I know we'd all like to get rich quick, but we don't have to. We can accumulate wealth over time. We can protect our wealth over time. And so when I started, I didn't go after big networkers. I went after my friends that we associated with right then, tried to get my family involved. Got some, not all. Still, not all are involved. Blows my mind, but they're not all involved. Not all of them have gold and silver either. So, see, if I can't convince them, don't worry if you can't convince some of your family and friends either. Okay. That's just the way people are. All right. But what we do is we search for those who are looking. We search for those who have an open ear. And that's the whole key, is doing the search, is the piquing the interest, the piquing, the sharing, and the launching. And what we're doing as a company is trying to get the whole company to do what I've done from day one with my group, with my team. That this is nothing new to y'all. Now, we're adding stuff to it, but over the 8 years that I've almost 8 years I've been doing it, we've been adding stuff to it, also like QR code cards and a whole bunch of other things. Okay. But dropping us into this social media median through the Vault Facebook system, is a step up from the 7K exclusive Facebook page. But it's a step up because we can invite prospects to it. And we have certain rules there. But it's to help everybody expand their circle of influence and to drop people into their pipeline. So I've got lots of trainings to own your band apps and your team band apps. And I've also put most of the Ryan Chamberlain's trainings in the company's links trainings there too. So you have them all. But what I'm going to do today is all you need to do to be successful in this business. Now, of course, you want to do as much as you can, but don't grind yourself if you're not familiar with certain technologies and things. Don't let that bother you. Move forward. Move forward with the simple peak share launch. Okay. And with what I'm going to share with you today and what I've shared with you on October 13th in my training. So I say that specifically, go back to October 13th training. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to share it there. But that's all you need to know. Now, you need to decide how fast you want to succeed by your actions, by what you do. Okay. Now, this is a team concept. I've always taught a team concept. It's not about me and it's not about you. It's about us. And it's about us building a team and a culture and a family, and where we help one another. And many of you have heard my leapfrogging, and I want people to duplicate that when you get to the point you can. But until then, you're searching for that partner on the left, partner on the right, the power of two and exponential expansion. That's what you want, the power of two. That's why it's the power of two. That's why it's a binary. Because quite frankly, everybody can get to, it's just a matter of when. And now we've got the greatest comp plan in the entire industry. The simplest comp plan, the highest paying comp plan, and with products that are assets, not expenses. It don't get any better. And it's an established, firmly planted company that's no just startup and an idea anymore. Well funded, well established, greatest products in the world, gold and silver. And they're about to be the launch to a multi-billion-dollar company. So the key is, do you want a piece of that action? Ask yourself. And you say, how do I get a piece? The secret formula is today. Now, I've given it to you many times. And maybe you might have to listen to this over and over and over and over until it really sinks in. But let's get to it. Okay. And so you understand, our products are gold and silver, assets. We're the only company you can earn gold. You can earn silver. No, you can earn gold and silver. You have instant gold pay. We have a referral share plan. I've never considered us a multi-level marketing company. We're not. We're a 21st century referral marketing company in gold and silver. We're a member direct marketing company. They pay you and me to build the membership of the company instead of advertising like all other companies do. They're built on the Amazon, the Costco model. Costco built his the same way. I've gotten lots of share volume by building Costco memberships. Why? Because I believed in the membership deal. And I believed you got value. And I believed that you didn't pay for your membership. Your membership paid for itself. Same thing here with 7kmetals. That's what we're sharing. Not selling, we're sharing. It's a big difference. And we make that transition when people feel we're really sharing. That's when we have more success. Will everybody see it? I just shared with you that, hey, I got family members that still not. I got family members that don't even have gold and silver. So no, not everybody sees. Everybody should. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But they don't see it. I wish they would. Maybe in time. See, there's that old thing that in time, people see things different. People's lives change. Well, that's all well and good, but you can't wait for them for your success to change. Now we got plenty of people in my group that really never had real big success in network marketing. Out of my original first 3 years, George Donaldson was the most successful person that I prospected and put into business that had success in network marketing. And he did it with me. Prior to that, he didn't. Just like everyone else. I hadn't built my business on big networkers. I built my business on average, everyday people that needed an extra income. And we teamed up and we helped one another and we started building our teams. And that led to other people, which I would leapfrog down and they would continue doing what they're doing and I would work with them. If you get one in your group that meets those qualifications with this comp plan, I'm going to leapfrog down to them. So see, you have me working for you. Now, why would I? Because growth factor is unlimited now. I get growth factor on anywhere. You'll see that in a second. And I want growth factor. Growth factor, how you can maximize the compensation plan. You need the volume and you need your personals. We no longer need a goal on the left and a goal on the right to become an executive goal and a bronze personally sponsored. We no longer need a silver on the left and silver on the right. We just need, if you want to be a goal, you need 8 personals that are active, 8 personals that are active on your left and right. And you're going to get paid on the volume that you have and your growth factor. Now you're going to get counted volume from gifts from above and gifts from below. That volume is going to come up to you. Your growth factor only comes from your personal enrollment group. That means you sponsored someone, and then they sponsored someone, and they sponsored someone, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. And that's per personal enrollment group. And every one of you should know what that is. Every one of you should look in your internet a downline explorer in your back office and see what that is. I happen to have the largest personal enrollment group that any person in this whole company, by far. That was an erroneous statement this past weekend. I have the largest personal enrollment group by far than any other individual in this company. You'll see it today. It was shown in Las Vegas by the company. I had by far on a 5 level the largest personal enrollment. If I got it on 5 levels, you can book it. It's much bigger than that on all levels because it just emanates more. And if I have the largest group in the company than any other single individual from a personal enrollment group, yeah. It's not like the binary where you at the top and you get everybody's in your organization. No, that's not the real leader. They weren't part. People above me had nothing to do with building our team. And in fact, very, very few people put any people under me. Why? Because all my volume went up to them from our team. And that's a good thing. It helped them, it helped the company. Now that same thing gets to happen again for everyone under you and under them and under them. So when you get gifts from above, they count volume for you again. That's what I mean. We have the single largest, easiest comp plan, highest paying comp plan in the industry. So new members, renewals, autosavers, coin drop coins, any point coins, a health insurance volume, anything that has points, commission point, comes up to your counter, gets installed in that counter. Whoa, is that so powerful? Now you just have to have one on your left and one on your right to be an associate. And if you got 500 points over there, you're going to get a $500 check. You can get that every week. Whoa, man, it's time to go to work, starting this all over again. It's time to say, okay, I just joined 7K. I'm telling you, that's what many people need to do. Because it is like a brand new business. And those who take advantage of it are going to be the big winners. Because, see, we got 84 more countries to open up in over the next 10 years, and this company's on the prefaces of doing that. And you're just 5 people removed from anyone in the whole world. You know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone in any part of the civilized world. Whoa. That's a proven fact too. So don't shut yourself out on the greatest opportunity that's ever existed with asset-based products. Well, it doesn't matter what kind of products they are, but the fact is they're asset-based products. We have no risk. We only have the risk of winning and building wealth. And that's what we're sharing. So I wanted you to have a good understanding of that. But before I shared this with you today. So let's go look first a little bit, have a quick look in the things that I was telling you about. And so we're going to, of course, go over to our 7K website. Okay. We're going to log in. We're going to log into mine. Okay. So trying to There we go. Okay, now when we log in, and there are a couple of things I want to make sure you know where they're at. Now, we always get the price of gold and silver. It's always just sitting right there. And, you have a good glimpse of everything. Now, I can't, normally right here, you're going to have people going to have the ability to pay the difference and upgrade from their current membership to a legacy VIP membership, a lifetime VIP membership. Okay. The 599. But if they came in with a 149, they'll just pay the difference of the $450. And if they came in with the 269 VIP membership, they'll pay the difference of $330. They do that anytime. Okay. So that's one thing that, and I posted that. It's in your Team Band apps. I was one of, I think, the last post I posted. The other thing that I want to make sure that you are aware of, and just in this, and make sure you're taking advantage of. You notice I don't have a lot of loyalty points. You know what? I get my coin every month. That's where we can earn a free coin. Okay, and I get one every month. So as I'm building up my loyalty points, uh, I I spend them. Okay, and so as you see, I've just got one, so I got to wait 24 days, and I'll build my loyalty points up again. And I tend to get, the 1 ounce silver coin. Okay, so I'm getting an ounce of free silver, earned silver through loyalty points. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's part. And when a new member joins, they get 100 loyalty points. I mean, they're halfway to getting a half-ounce free silver. They enroll a person on the left, person on the right. They got 50 more they got 200 loyalty points. They got a free coin. They do that in the first month. Okay. Okay. And when they enroll someone, if they enroll in a 149, they get instant gold pay. They get $20 of gold deposited in Sound Money Wallet. If they enroll someone with a 269 membership, they get $40 worth of gold. They enroll somebody with 599 Legacy VIP, they get 80. Instant gold pay. That's pretty powerful, y'all. So earning gold, earning silver for just sharing. We're not talking about the income that they can earn. This is just sharing in that they can do. Okay. They want to be active. They're going to participate in the autosaver program. So these are our requirements if they want to earn income. Just like any other network marketing company. Yeah, we are a networking company. Every company is a networking company. Every business is a networking company. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with that. We're not a multi-level marketing company. That's what we're not. Okay? So we're going to look at our share links and our business hub. And that's the key. Now, you'll see in your business hub is going to tell you what your business is. Now, when you're starting, you're going to have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? Except you got 100 loyalty points. Now, as you notice, I'm only 35 points away from getting what? A presidential executive check of $12,500. But I have to have 14 personals right and 14 personals left to get that check. Well, I don't have 14. But one of the things I'm going to start working on now is I'm going to start working on this because I got the volume. See, before I had to have a executive goal on my left, executive goal on my right, and a personally sponsored silver on my left and a personally sponsored silver on my right to be able to get to the rank of presidential goal. That no longer is a requirement. It's just personals and growth factor. Now, I need to build up growth factor because you had to have 40 growth factor and 40. Look at this growth factor. Okay. When we were 5 levels for that interim period to make this transition to get what they could do determined, I never had 100 growth factor, but I did have the 20 and the 30, sometimes 40, but it was tough for me to get the 20 many times. So as the 20 gives you the opportunity to earn what? If you got based on your personal 10 on the left, 10 on the right, and 20 or more and 20 and more, then you can get what? It's right there in our 1-page comp plan. You can get a $10,000 check. So what my check going to be? 10,000. I've earned 10,000 before without being an executive gold, but I will be an executive gold, because the other requirement to be an executive gold is how much income you earn in a 4-week period. You got to earn 30,000 or more in a 4 consecutive week period. Now we're going to look at this real quick and you understand it, but I did want to show you what you need to know, what you need to look at, and how to look at it. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing this. We're going to go back to another share so you can get a real good understanding of your comp plan and what you have in your hands and what we all have in our hands. Okay, we go to our 1-page share plan. And there we go. See, to get your $500 check, you just have a personal on the left, personal on the right, and you have to have a volume of 500 on both sides or more in 1 week. And you get a $500 check. You have to have no growth factor, but you will have growth factor because you got a personal left, personal right. At least when you sponsor them, you got a growth factor for 4 weeks after you sponsor them. Okay. But what I tell people is, as you are building, you starting from scratch building, you don't even have to worry about growth factor. Growth factor is going to be there. As you build and you get volume, you're going to have it. So don't even concern yourself with it. You'll learn it as you go, and you'll see through experience that all you got to worry about is your personals and your volume and trying to max your pay as you build. That's a real key. Okay. So let's just jump down. To get that $2,000 a week check, you just have to have 3 personals left, 3 personals right that are active. What is active? They're buying their autosaver every month. They make a commitment like my group did. We all committed to one another. We gave 2 years, the 7 pieces of paper, remember? We're going to do this and we're going to commit to one another and we're going to work as a team, and I'm going to build through my team. And I did that. And that gave them bank volume. And you will do that with your team. And we'll keep duplicating that same process. That's what we're going to do. So you can say, I'm starting right now today. I got nothing left, nothing right, even though you may have a lot. But just restart your business. Wipe your mind. Clean slate. We got the simplest, highest paying comp plan in the industry, and our products are assets, gold and silver. And we get to earn gold and silver in the process of earning checks and getting 1099 tax benefits to boot. To do it with. Hello, world. At least for us and Americans, we do. Now, other countries may not have those same 1099 tax benefits like we do. Okay? So to become a silver, you no longer have to have that bronze on your left and right. You just have to have 5 personals left, 5 personals right. And you can do this over time, and you can build up to a $3,500 paycheck. And yeah, you got to have 5 growth factor left, 5 growth factor right in that week if you got that volume. But I'm going to show you how those things can be easily attained. If you're building a business and working, I'm going to show you those things come natural in the growth of your business. Okay? Because you can go, as you leapfrogging down, you get credit for new business coming into your business. It all posts up to you in your personal enrollment group in Growth Factor. Volume posts up to you no matter where it comes from. Okay? Commission volume. Cool. Hope we understand that. So see, even though I've almost got the volume for that check, what I don't have is the growth factor, and I don't have the personal. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on building that growth factor on the right side, and I'm going to be working on, personally sponsoring my other, this past whole year and or more, I've really been, and you'll see it, I've been working with Pamela. We've been sponsoring all new people on her, not me, because we were trying to maximize our combined checks, because we have a business family pack where I teach. From day one, I came with it, and nearly everyone I personally sponsored came in with a business family pack. In fact, I don't know anyone that didn't come in with a business family pack that I personally sponsored. Okay, and so a business family pack, you already have your one on your left and your one on your right, and you're in control. Now, I bought a coin on each one of those every week, so I've been buying 3 coins from day one every week. Many of the people I personally sponsored did. Some chose not to buy on those other centers, or one center or not, but they could have, and it would have benefited them more. Some chose not to do it on their bank side, but they did on their pay side. Okay. And then they would buy on their bank side when they needed to. So that's the real key I want to show you here. Now, here's that volume. So to become an associate, you have to earn $500 in a 4-week period. You can earn two $250 checks, because we do have a $250 fast pay, half of it. Okay. And so to become a copper, you have to earn $1,000 in a 4 consecutive week period, your commission. To become a bronze, you have to earn $2,000. Well, bronze can earn up to $2,000 a week right there. So you could earn 4 $500 checks as long as you got your 3 on your left and 3 on your right, and you've earned that 4 weeks in a row, you're then ranked up to a bronze. That's how you get your rank. You look at your cumulative 4-week rolling income, your commission checks, right there in your commissions earnings, you'll see it. And so when it adds up to that, your computer, and after that 4th week payroll, it'll automatically rank you up. Okay? The computer will do it. That's pretty cool. Okay? So let's go back. Let's stop sharing here. Yeah. And oh, by the way, before I go, I'm going to just go back to one thing, to look at our big pay plan, because we got the other ranks. Okay. And so we can make up to $75,000 a week. Now, is that going to come quick? Somebody going to get there real quick? No, look, you got to have 75,000 volume every week on your left and right. Now, I got millions sitting over there, but I don't have that kind of volume coming up in 1 week. But let's think down the road, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, many people, there are going to be people with that kind of volume. Now, will they get paid that? They may have the volume, but if they don't have their 14-14 personals and their 40 and 40 growth factor, now notice the growth factor stays the same. So when you reach this level, you have a chance of getting to this level over time. As long as you active, participating, building, you can't just sit back and think you're just going to make more money and more money. You got to be engaged to do that. Okay. Now, your level of engagement here is different than your level of engagement here. You're doing what I'm doing. I'm leapfrogging down. I'm working down below levels. In fact, I've been working down below levels that I wasn't even getting growth factors and pay on. And I've been doing that for many years. But it's going to come back big time now. And so I want you to understand all the aspects of this comp plan and why it's so great so you can take advantage of it. And so let's go back to our back office. Take a look. Okay. And now I'm going to show you something real quick. When you look at growth factor, okay, it'll tell you the level, the date, who they came. That's a quick way to determine who your new people who are that's coming into your business. You'll get to see real quick. You don't get to see their sponsor. You'll have to go to what? Your downline explorer and then look at recent enrollees and click on their name to see that. Okay. So if you're new and you're getting this training, you're getting a good overview of the different types of trainings, like learning how to use the Downline Explorer and doing it. I've given a lot of trainings on those in the past. Actual details, clicking on it, showing you how to do these things. Now you have to have a legacy VIP to get to see a lot of these things, because if you just got a basic, you have a limited Downline Explorer. Okay. Another reason that you want to have a VIP and you really want to have a lifetime legacy. Go ahead and make a commitment. People would do what you do. People are going to ask you how you came in. Don't you want to tell them you came in with a lifetime VIP? And that's 150 points. You make money quicker, faster, and more oftener. Okay. That's why we tell them we came in with a business family pack, and they say, what's that? Okay. Then we explain what it is and how we make money with a business family pack. Okay. So, and you'll get to see their name when they came in. Okay. That's a quick way to do that. Okay. And that's one of the things I like about that. Then, you get to click, remember, under points. And I like clicking here because I like showing, hey, how much volume is coming up every week on just autosaver. This is just autosaver. That's not new memberships or renewals or anything. That's just your autosaver volume on the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 21st, the 26th. Okay. That's what's coming up. Okay. And then, this is going to tell you what your check is. So you also get to see who your active members are. Okay. Who they are, what their names are, who's in there, and who's your inactives. They'll be in there too, or if they go into inactive. That's a quick way. You didn't have to run to your Downline Explorer. Okay. But we are going to, pop in real quick to the Downline Explorer. And the reason I'm sharing with us how you look at your business. Then I'm going to quickly wrap this up with how we're going to build. Okay. I've already get some trainings on this, but I want to give you a snapshot real quick today of what's important, what you need to do, and how you need to do it. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to give it a more detailed training on that. What I'm going to give you a little quick snapshot of today. Let's get this thing. Mine loads. Of course, I got a big organization, so mine's going to take time to load. Okay, there it came. Okay, and the first thing you want to do is you want to know you're both active and inactive. So you want to know what your your total organization is. So you got to look at both active and inactive, not just your active. Ah, you know that I'd start having computer problems, huh? I got a lot of memory. I'm on my there we go. Okay. So we get to see my total shoot. Don't tell me it did that to me. It kicked off the Downline Explorer, y'all. And I wanted to show you how. Okay, really, what you do is you get in there. Once you get into your down, it should load faster since it's already in the memory, and it should load a little faster this time. But what you want to do is you want to go to the question of who's in your personal enrollment group, and then you want to see, you know, how big your personal enrollment group, who they are, because it's going to be not just the 5 levels, it's going to be your entire organization in your personal enrollment group. Okay, so let's get this thing loaded here. There it is. And again, you go to both because, you know, some people got that business family pack. They're active one day, not active. Some people are inactive, active. So you want to know what your total organization is. Okay. And then you just go to the question of, uh, who is in my personal enrollment. You can ask who makes up your growth factor, but you got a quicker, easier way, unless you need to see details on individuals. They're in your business hub, like I just showed you by pulling up clicking on that little link under the growth factor, and you get to see that. But what you want to do is ask who are in my personal enrollment group. Okay, where is that question? Who makes up not my growth factor, who is my personal enrollee group? Okay, you do that. And you remember in Las Vegas, they posted up, I had like 6,900 and something. Diane Graver had the second largest, 4,000 something. And then Curtis Harlan was like third. Curtis is in Diane's group. Okay. And then you'll see, there it is. There it is, 26,590, and it's growing. Why is it growing? Because we're working down there to grow it. Okay. And we want to work with you. You're part of my personal enrollment group. Most of you that are listening here, most of mine is personal enrollment group. Okay. And so you can look on your left side and your right side, and you can determine, well, is my left side bigger or my right side? My right side is my pay side. So it's the smallest side of my personal enrollment group. My left side, my bank side, that's that largest side. So obviously, I'm going to work on both sides, but I really want to find and help somebody new grow and explode and go into momentum on my right side, because a lot of growth factor will come up, a lot of new volume will come up, and then I can personally sponsor my people I need to get that next level checked. See, that's up to me. Okay. And so that's how we do this. Okay. I wanted to show you that. Then I want to show you the next thing. I'm going to kind of log out of mine. I'm going to go into Pamela's, because that's really where I'm working. The reason is I want to show you what we're going to do, how we're going to kick this off. I want to give you a snapshot of it so you can start working on it right now, this week. I'm looking for that team. Okay. And so I want to go down to shared links. Okay. And in shared links. Okay. Now you see Pamela's a gold associate, right? Okay. So I had my gold on my left and I had my gold on the right with George. I could have been an executive, but I didn't have my bronze personally sponsored on both sides at the same time. I had the personals. Okay. But I could have done that anytime. I just chose not to do it unless, it made economic sense for me. Okay. It wasn't about rank. If it makes economic sense, I believe in doing it. If it doesn't make economic sense, I don't believe in doing it. Okay. So we're going to work on, I've shown you, and I've got a complete training, and you need to go through my training on this, how you add links and names, because you're going to create a link for every individual name. And now she done got back. I got another red dot on her. So she done went back in here and watched something else again. So I got to follow up with her or Pamela. Okay. And so has Jim Hogg. Now I got to go back and follow up on him. Okay. So that means they've either watched the video, clicked on the video, ended it, they've made it, it said I'm interested, not interested. Okay. And so as you see, we got quite a few under Pamela because that's where we were. Now, if they don't have a red dot, it doesn't mean anything. It means they've been added, but maybe I hadn't sent them a link. But I know I've sent these people links. Okay. I'm going to look here. I know I sent her a link. No, maybe I didn't. Son of a gun. I thought I did some work and didn't do it. I got a little work to catch up on. Okay. So anyway, oh, I know. I texted them a link of my generic one, where I have a generic bill money and a generic present. Okay. But I don't want y'all to do that. Okay. What I want you to do is, as you are working on how many people you're going to contact, how many people you're going to reach out today. If you got 5 that you're going to work on today, you're going to make that 5 peaks. You're going to peak them. Then I want you to put their name in here. You want to create a link, and I'm going to just do one. Okay. Create a link. I'm going to just show you real quick. You're going to go in here and say, Jim John's, okay, dash RM, because we're going to create the short, less than 2-minute video for him, a link, and we're going to go down and we're going to make sure we got peak selected, and then we're going to save changes. Okay. Now we just created a link, and this was his link only. And so when we're in our phone, we can copy that as a copy in our memory of our phone, and then we can text him, here's the video I promised to send you. Here's the 2-minute video I promised to send you. And then paste the link in that text. And that's how it's done, real simple. I want you to, I'm not going to give a training on this today. I will redo this training, and I will give more details, but I want to give the synopsis here of what we're going to do. So you would copy it. Now, this is copied in a computer if you wanted emailing. Okay. So I could go over to email and send him an email if I have his email address. Okay. Now, we can go back to links. Okay. And you're going to see that I've got a link in here for Jim John. There it is right there. Okay. Not sent. See, created a link, but not sent. These are all people I got to work on. Okay. So here is, there it is. I can copy that link. It just copied in my memory of my computer. Okay. Now, that's for the real money video. Okay. If I am going to send them the next phase, the present, the new less than 10-minute video, okay, not the 23-minute wealth strategies video, the new step 2, present, I do a link and I put in what? Jim John dash present. Okay. Present. I got to learn how to spell present, huh? SENT. Okay. Now go down, and what I do, I select present. Okay. Now I'm creating a link for Jim John for present, which is a separate link, separate video. So we get to track what he does and how he answers to that. So that's what we do. There, I've got an earlier in your Team Band apps and on YouTube. I've got an earlier full training on how to do these links, how to set them up, what to do, how to do it. Okay. And I will redo that in this next training where I'm giving a synopsis right now. This is part of the mechanics. Okay. So you now know how to do this to succeed in this. Okay. So that's very important. And notice when you click on a person's name with a red dot, like Donna, okay. Now I left Donna to give an example. I already know because we already signed Donna up. Okay. And so, in fact, most of these people in here that's had something sent to them, we've already enrolled them. Okay. So we can go back and we can look, and they got a returning visitor, played the video, played the video, played the video. Sometimes as I say, video ended. Sometimes it's not just 100% right now, but we know for a fact she played, watched the video through. In fact, watched it twice. Okay, and then we enrolled her. Okay, and Pamela was her sponsor. Okay, so I need to put that in her notes in here. But now when I go back, that red dot is gone. Okay, in the list for Donna Kenshin. Okay, so if she ends up with another red dot here, a red bell, that means she did something else to the link again, or somebody else that she knows clicked on it and she showed it to them and didn't know how to set up her own yet. Okay, okay, that's what that would mean. Okay, I just want to tell you what that meant. Okay, so now I'm going to stop sharing here and I'm going to get to our real meat. Okay. Those of you who really want to succeed in this business, big time, big time. Go to in your team band apps, my October 13th of this year, 24. All you need to know to succeed big in this business. I'm going to show you real quick. And one, I should have a team band app up, one of them at least. Let me share, go to band. There we go. I got the Go for Gold team. There's 16 other teams, okay? And they're all in our group. Team Corona, big Dream Builders, 7K Hawaii Ohana. So you just scroll down, okay? And you go down to October 13th. All you need to know to succeed big. Make sure you watch that over and over and over. And you click on view more to bring up the whole uh, uh, post, and then you'll see the things you need to also download the PDFs. Okay, and I want you to become an expert in it. This is all you need to learn, other than what I'm about to teach you. Okay, in this quick synopsis, and this applies to anybody in my group. Anybody in my group. Okay, if you're not in my group, you need to learn this and work with your team leaders in that. Okay, because I work as a team. We work as a team. Okay, and so what I want you to do is I want you to get that list out. I want you to start working, and you're starting brand new. We got a brand new business, y'all. So I want you to get your list out and just go through this with me. Okay? And you determine how many people you're going to prospect each day. Okay? Because you're making this commitment right now again. Because we're starting brand new. We got the biggest deal in the world. And so you make a commitment of your time, you make a commitment how many people are going to do it, and then we can drop coins. We can do all the other stuff too. But I want to know how many people you're going to peak and how many people you're going to put in our peak, share, launch. And what I want you to become an expert in is this. And I want you just to concentrate on one right here, this yellow one. Okay. You're going to go through your entire list, and I'm going to give you a new one. That's mine. Many of you know this because this is the way we did it. And I've been teaching for a long time. And so here's your script. Now you write it down. You listen to this video over and over. Don't text me and ask me to send you the script. This is part of learning and part of doing. I've written up hundreds of scripts over this 8 years for people and posted them and taught them. And every time we'd have something like COVID, I wrote up all the COVID scripts. And I applied them to, I wrote up scripts for inflation during this time of everything's being talked about inflation. So I adjusted scripts and adapted them for that particular market point in time. Okay. Here's the script. Now, this is where you are going to set up a 30-minute meeting. Right off the bat, you're going to sift through every contact you have real quick. You're going to sift, touch, and so this doesn't take a long time. It just takes you doing it. And you're going to give them a call. You're going to say, hey, Jack, I know I hadn't reached out to you in a long time, or hey, it's been a week, or it's been a month, or it's been whatever, or a long time. But how's everything going? This is Bob Reid. How's everything going? Let them chat. You're not there to have a long conversation and bring yourself up to speed. You are getting to a point. You just let them have a little time to bring you up a little bit, and then you just jump. That's this little general conversation. So none of this is new. And then you jump in and you say, hey, Jack, I'm working with a team of highly successful people in an asset-based project with gold and silver, where you can turn $600 into $3,000 or $500 and earn some gold and silver in the process. Would you be willing to spend 30 minutes with me to find out more? Period. End. Well, what it's about? You repeat. I'm working with a team of highly successful people in an asset-based project with gold and silver. You repeat it. And they ask, well, tell me what it's about. That's why I want you to spend 30 minutes with us. I mean, it's okay if you don't have 30 minutes. I'll just move on. Take it away. Soft takeaway. Don't be belligerent. But you're looking to set an appointment with 30 minutes. Now, what are you going to do with that 30 minutes? Well, you're not going to send them this 2-minute video. No. You're going to either be working and you got to set your team up, your sponsor, your first upline leader, and then your first, leader. And I'm involved in this process with my entire team. Now, I'm directly in some of these that people I sponsored, of course. I'm right there. They're meeting with me and them. Now, I've got leaders in between me and you. And so if you don't have any of those and you're willing to do this, I'm there for you. You're just going to have to work with my schedule, but I'm there for you. I'm there for anybody in my group. Okay. That's what I mean by leapfrogging down. Okay. So here's the thing. There's two ways you can do this 30 minutes. Okay. You can do it with videos and you can do it personally. And it's better for people that live within an hour radius of you. You meet them and you play videos and you have that leader on call, ready to be on call to be able to talk with them and answer questions, because you're not going to answer questions. You're going to have somebody answering questions for them that have questions. Now, what you're going to do when you meet with them, you're going to, say, okay, I'm going to introduce you to these leaders today, but first, let's take a quick look to gauge your level of interest. I got a less than 2-minute video here. Now, you want to have it on your hard drive. You don't always have to be dependent on having to need the internet and the slowness or anything. You want to have that sucker on your hard drive so you can just play the video, or on a flash drive and plug it in and play the video. Okay. Now, if you're meeting at your house or office place or places like that, this is pretty done. You may be meeting at their house. Okay. But you want a place that you don't have a lot of noise and distractions going on, because these videos are going to tell the story. So you're going to play the 2-minute video. And what does they ask in that 2-minute video at the end? Are you ready to take the next step? All you do is you're ready to take the next step. Okay. Now you got to make sure you got a silver 1-ounce coin and your dollar bill, your toolkit. You got to make sure you got that with you. Okay. Because you might, before you ever get started with the 2-minute video, you might drop that in their hands and ask them what it is, the thing I've taught for 8 years, and let them feel that 1-ounce piece of silver, and then know what this could buy in 1965 and that buy in 65 and what they can buy today in terms of a Ford Mustang. Okay. Just an example. Then let me play this 2-minute video. Everybody needs to own gold and silver. Now, you may not be good at that. Then skip it. Just go straight to the video. Okay. Let the video do all the walking and talk. If they're ready to take the next step, what do? You pull up the 9-minute video. You let it do the walking and talk. You text whoever your leader you're going to put on the phone that you're about to watch the 9-minute video. Call you in 9 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay. Now, at the end of the video, they're telling you to grab a membership. Now, they don't know what the memberships are. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a one PDF, one page printed out about this, the preferred customer options, the basic 149, the VIP 269, and we're going to write 40 points here, well, 20 points here, but it's 40 for the rest of the year. We're going to write 20 points here, 50 points here, and 150 points here. Okay. And in fact, we're going to have instant gold pay. And we're going to have $20, $40, $80. Okay. Instant gold pay. Okay. Not for them. They have 5, but when they enroll someone like you're going to enroll them, that's what they would get in instant gold pay. So we're going to have to show them they get to earn gold and silver, and we're going to ask them, are you ready to grab a membership? Right then we ask them if they're ready to grab a membership. Let's do it. Don't worry. You just tell them, hey, the best one to get is the Legacy VIP. Make a commitment like I did. We're not talking about business family pack at this time. We're just getting them in. I never, ever lead with a business family pack. I know a lot of people in my group do, but I don't. I've always led with just the membership, grab a membership, and then after they get the membership, then I tell them about, well, I'm going to tell you about the business family pack because I don't want you to get mad at me that I didn't tell you about it. You don't have to do it. But many people do. And this is why. And then I explain the business family pack. Okay? So we want them to grab a membership because they can upgrade anytime and just pay the difference right there in the back office. The key is getting them in and getting them launched, okay, and getting them into our 7kmetals business and team to start building a team and building well. Okay. If they start asking questions, you say, I understand. I felt the same way. Hold it. That's why I told you it's a team. Here, I got my leader online. You already called him. Okay. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to introduce you to, Bob Reid. He's my sponsor. He's my top leader, or he's my goal. I've arranged this call before, and he's going to answer any questions that you have. And you put them on speaker, and your team leader, your upline, your person you're working with, and then if it's better to have someone in between me and them and you, because see, I'm your last stop. If you got a couple of people more like a 1, 2, 3 punch, that's works so much better. Okay. Like Scott, I'll use an example. Scott Lawson used Gary Capps or George Donaldson. Okay. Then they got me to help close and bring them out of the pipeline to follow up with, come back with. Obviously, I can't do all 30,000 people in my group. Okay. I wouldn't have that kind of time. That's why I teach teams and we work in teams, and that's what we've done. And that's how we've evolved. But I always work with my personally sponsored people. Okay. And that's what I want my people to do. Our group, our leaders. And that's what they do. We got lots of leaders like that are doing that. Okay. So pick your team. Now, this is when you are doing the video with them. Now, the other way of doing the video is you actually send them the links. And you send them first the 2-minute video to say, well, you're in Washington, I'm in Florida, Washington State, I'm in Florida. It's kind of hard for us to get together unless you're really good at doing a Zoom. Now you can meet over the Zoom or you can meet over WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is the way you do it internationally. And you can do all of what I'm saying the same way, but you'll have to learn some technology or have someone that you're working with that understands that technology can do it with you. Otherwise, you're sending the links and then you're following up because you got to follow right up. I'm going to send you this 2-minute video. Will you be able to watch it? And I'll call you back in 5 minutes. If they say no, then set a time when you're going to call them back, but you've got to have watched the video. Then what do? Are you ready to take the next step? Then you send them the 10-minute video. Okay. And then you set a time. I'm going to call you right back. It only takes you less than 10 minutes to watch this video, but watch it through every word. It's chock-a-block full of information. And then I want to introduce you to the team I'm working with. Remember, you're working with a team. And then you're going to have that and you're going to put them on the line and you're going to, so 3 ways are the strength. Or we're going to set up a Zoom, or we're going to set up a WhatsApp call, okay, through video. Okay, that's when you're doing the videos, when you're doing the 30 minutes. The best of all is when you have people that's within an hour's radius and you're hooking them up that you and your upline leader are doing this together, or you're sending them to a prearranged meeting or wealth strategies presentation with your upline team. And I've got lots of teams that have regularly scheduled wealth strategy presentation. We still do ours, but it's a physical meeting. We don't Zoom it. We do a physical meeting every Tuesday at George and Sanders' house, just like we started 8 years ago. Okay. And I encourage people to have their weekly meeting or at least a once a month meeting. Better is twice a month and better is once a week, even if it's just you and one other person. And just start it and then expand from it. Okay, so that is where you're going to invite them to that meeting. And there, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to play that 2-minute video, and your leader's going to do it. You've invited them. Your leader will do that 1 ounce silver eagle and $1 drop in their hand and ask them those questions. Your leader will do that. They're adept to doing that. They're good at that already. Okay. So physical meetings are the best. Belly button to belly button are the best. Or Zoom, like I did with Hawaii. Do you think I went over to Hawaii every time for this? I did that through Zoom meetings every day, multiple ones in a day, except it was my early morning hours and their evening hours because we had 5-hour time difference. Okay, everybody got it. Simple system. Now let's go back to after you've gone through and try to set up a 30-minute meeting with your entire list. You want to sift through that as fast as possible. Why? You're looking for people who are looking. You're looking for people who are interested. So then I want you to go back and I want you to do the peak, share, launch system using this script right here. And you're sending everybody a 2-minute video. You can even go back to the people who said no, didn't want to have 30 minutes. You can go back to them, do the same thing. I said, look, you didn't have time to meet with me for 30 minutes. This thing's exploding. This thing is working big time. Do you have 2 minutes that I can send you a quick video to gauge your level of interest? Then you send them the 2-minute video. And then you take them through the process the same way. 2-minute video, 10-minute video, try and get them to a meeting and get them on a 3-way. We just do this over and over and over again. You got to become an expert at this. You got to go listen to my October 13th training. This is what you need to learn. And if you learn this and do it, and if it takes you 2 years, it takes you 3 years, don't worry about that. Because why? Because you know that this team, when it exponentiates, when it builds, all that volume is going to come up to you. You got that 1-page simple comp plan. And so you're going to have building wealth while you exponentiate the power of 2. So if this took you 12 years, what else are you doing to 12 years? What if you only make $500 a week for the rest of your life? What if it took you that long? But if you do this, you're going to have the power to make a lot more than that. Because to make $500 a week, all you have to do is have 1,000 points every week coming up. All you have to do is have a couple of people anywhere down in your downline that is making a $250 check every week, or have somebody have 4 people making a $250 check once a month. on your left and right teams. So understand, this is about hanging in, sticking around the flagpole. Keep doing the same thing every day over and over and over and over again until you become an expert at it. I didn't say it was easy, but it is simple if you're willing to. Remember, if you got the burning desire, if you got the willingness to work, and you're coachable and teachable, you can succeed at this business. I got people right now on this phone I started with. Yeah, a lot of people don't hear their names all the time, like Woodrow Venable. Hey, yeah, I mean, you don't really hear George Donaldson. He's the #1 stacker in the company every year. I was the #2 for a while, but he's the #1 stacker in this company every year since we started. George, my first goal on my left. My wife was my second goal because, quite frankly, I didn't have networkers. I had just average everyday people that needed extra money and needed to have savings. So I worked through their people and their people and their people and helped them. And Delton and Cindy became Pamela's first silver. Enabled her to become a gold, and she was my goal on my right, and George my goal on my left. But I still wasn't an executive goal. I let Wayne become an executive goal first because I promised him that I would. All I had to do is personally sponsor a few people, and I would have been an executive goal. We had the volume, had everything at that particular time. But it wasn't about me. I knew, I just showed you the volume that comes up. People have been seeing my volume for years as I train on the program because you get to see the points there when you're training how to do a walkthrough and how to do it. I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm not showing you my checks, but now our business hub kind of shows that. It shows what you're going to get paid, but it's not a check, okay? But here's the key. Let exponential expansion work. Become part of this multi-billion-dollar giant that's already established in the gold and silver market, and you just make it a point you're going to take as much of a piece of the action that you can learn how to get and do, but keep working at it every day. Don't just hang it up. Keep working at it every day. You got get that team concept working. Make your team, even if it's just a couple of you, just like it's been with George and I and Woodrow and Delton, Tiffany and Danny Clements. Tiffany and Danny Clements was my first silver on my right. Okay. That I personally sponsored. Okay. And did they have time? No. Do you hear their names a lot? No. But they have built and accumulated wealth. Just look at Cindy and Delton Kaysen, having to work, having many medical expenses, having to work when he should have been retired, having no savings. But now here, almost 8 years later, he's got over $250,000 in gold and silver savings. He's got security. They became a silver. They earned checks. They accumulated wealth. Look at Armina McVeigh, single disabled vet. Now, under Woodrow, needed extra money, couldn't even join until 3 weeks. The third meeting she came to 3 weeks later, came every week. Wanted to join that first week, but couldn't. Could have to pay bills. Didn't have enough money to pay bills. She needed to do this, and I said, you're going to have to find a way to buy your coin every month. If you can't buy your coin every month, you can't find a way to do that, do not join. And Armenia will tell you, I told her that. You got to make a 2-year commitment to this thing. You want to make money? We can teach you. Never had her savings in her life. Now has over $25,000 in silver and gold. Savings. Earned extra income. No longer living paycheck to paycheck, not being able to pay the rent. 7K's done. Now, I just gave you a couple. I got hundreds and hundreds of people like that. Hundreds of people. Then I got the leaders that you all know about, that you hear about. The Wayne Clarks, the Greg Zerniaks, the Korbachs, the Stellies, and the families. And then, heck, Ryan Chamberlain's in our group on Wayne's left side. The PSI group, the Todd Father group, the Silver Lines group, the Silver Connection group, the Hawaii group, Jim McClellan and Tom Lundell and Christy and Cheryl Toyofuku and Gary Goslin and Taritha and Garad Tehuto. You got people, you won this 100-ounce silver bar, and that's leapfrogging. We got the Gary Caps and the Scott Larson that's building, and the Gary Caps has earned gold and silver and is a lifer. See, we're a team of 7K lifers. Do you want to be a 7K lifer with us? We went through the changes. We went through the everything that it took to form this company, and it's still just an 8-year young company with huge expansion left. Do you want a piece of that action? That's a question you and only you can answer. Team up with us. We are looking for building the future leaders of this company so we can build a legacy for our families. People helping people. We're a force of good. Teaching people what they've never been taught before about gold and silver. That's what we do. That's who we are. I talked about income. We look at our income disclosure, our current one, our past ones, and look, more than 80% of the people are just customers. But we got people actually making this kind of income. No, the newest one, I don't. Let me go get the newest one. It's in the wealth strategies down here. I know that because you got presidential goals. They're in my business. I have the only 3 presidential goals in the company. They're in my group on that bank side over there. Yeah. And they can be in your group. The future ones can be somewhere on your left side or right side. You may not even know who they are, but they can't get into your business unless you're constantly engaged in your business with your team, and you continue to be engaged with your team and keep your team engaged, and you keep them engaged, and you support one another. It's a one another business. People helping people. That's what we are. The company provides the infrastructure through which we market. You and I. People actually make this kind of money. I know. I hope you see what I see. I hope you catch this. I will be giving more trainings. I will be giving more details on the plan and the scripts there, but they're already there for you. Do the 30-minute one. If that is out of your reach, then do the scripts to set up sending it to the 2-minute, getting them and inviting them to the vault. And if you're not in Facebook, don't stress about that. Learn how to do it. We got people we're teaching that's never been in Facebook. We got people, but we tell them just take this part slow. Don't let that stress you out. We want to continue building the business that way you're comfortable building it, and the way you're adept to it because you've already done it. Okay? And that's what we're doing with everyone. I hope you see what we see. I hope you join us. And if you're new to our team, understand that we're going to be working to build with you, just like we're working to build with Roger Simmons and his group that he's just started. And he's in Idaho Falls, Idaho. Okay? And we can't wait to help him and his team. And they're on my bank side, but they help my partner. People helping people. There's many names, of course, I did not put out here today. I can't. I mean, we'd be here for hours and hours and hours. You saw how many people are in my group. Now, that's my personal enrollment. Those people emanated from who I sponsored and they sponsored and they sponsored. That is not from people who put people underneath me. I have so few of that. I mean, it isn't even 100 people. And it's only on my bank side anyway. And they only put them there for growth factor or to get their personals. Okay. Not really anybody building the business per se. Anyway, I love y'all. This is just super. The people helping people, people accumulating wealth, people securing wealth. And I hope y'all see what I see. And I hope I want you to join me and the rest of the team in helping many more people in the years to come. I really want to thank each and every one of you for your time and attention today. I appreciate you more than you know. Uh, as I try to find how to stop our recording,